Hi, I'm Susanne Madsen, and in this video I'm going to talk you through some of the most common mistakes that I see project managers make. In fact, I'm going to talk about 6 particular mistakes. I want to raise your awareness around them to make sure that you avoid them. So what are they? The first mistakes I want to raise to your awareness is not having detailed enough understanding of the project's requirements. I'm not advocating that you become a business analyst, but you do need enough understanding of the detailed requirements in order to be able to make the right decisions. Too many project managers have a superficial level understanding of what we're really delivering. And that means that you're dependent on other people to make the important decisions. It means that you don't have the right amount of gravitas towards your customers. So please be aware of that. I think you will know within yourself whether you have enough understanding of the project's subject matter. The second mistake I want to talk you through is not planning the project properly. I mean, this is classic in project management. It's what we're being taught, plan things properly. Yet a lot of project managers feel pressurized to jumping into the execution of the project before we have planned it properly. I'm not advocating a waterfall methodology. Even agile projects need proper planning. You need to understand what you're doing, how long it will take, what resources you need to deliver it, all of these things before you actually jump into the execution. You need to write a decent project initiation document before you start executing the project. So don't feel pressurized to jumping into it. Please don't make that mistake. The third mistake I want to talk you through is that of underestimating the project. Again, a classic mistake. How many projects have you been on where actually we underestimated the project effort and it came in over budget? Not a good scenario, but it happens all the time. It happens because the project manager and the project team members are very keen to deliver. They're very keen to be seen in the right light, and they think over-optimistically about things. They think, well, we should be able to deliver this in, let's say 4 weeks. But just because you feel you should be able to deliver something in 4 weeks, it doesn't mean that you can deliver it. All projects are associated with risks and uncertainty. And in fact, you need to quantify and estimate the risk and the uncertainty, and also look at the not so sunny path scenario. So I encourage you to study estimation techniques. Study the PERT, P-E-R-T estimation technique. It encourages you to look not just at the sunny case scenario, but also the most pessimistic scenario and the optimistic scenario. Very important when we estimate, to take everything into consideration and to make sure we have enough contingency in there. The fourth mistake I want to raise to your awareness today is the fact that many project managers focus on the urgent rather than the important. We come into the office and we look at our inboxes and we start off firefighting straight away. What needs resolving? What we should be doing is spending our time on those things that are most important. Setting the vision for our team, understanding the business context, building relationships, motivating the team, focusing on quality instead of just firefighting and resolving issues. It happens because we haven't planned our projects well enough, so too many issues occur, or because we haven't generally built up and trained our team well enough to handle the lower level detail. So please be aware of that one. Always focus on that which is most important to the success of your project. The next mistake I want to talk you through is that of not involving your end users throughout the project. Sometimes teams and project managers go off into their own world and they deliver something which, to a specification, or to what they believe the users want and need. But without regularly checking back with your users, you may be going off track. So what we need to do is to continuously check back with our users, whether it's at the requirement stage or the implementation stage. Verify that what you're doing is what they really need. Create prototypes and deliver things gradually wherever you can to make sure that you continuously get that feedback from the users. It is simply too big a risk not to do it. And the last mistake, that I want to talk you through is that of project managers not keeping their promises. That can be very, very serious. Excuse me if that happens. As project managers, we really need to do that which we say we're going to do. We have to set a good example, and if we're saying that we're going to send out meeting minutes tomorrow by lunchtime, however small an action that is, we have to follow through on it, and we have to do it. The same goes with any small or big actions that you take on. Always keep your promises. Otherwise, it will undermine your authority as a project manager, and it will damage the relationships you build. So please go through each of these 6 most common mistakes that I've shared with you and assess what you can do and what action you can take to make sure that you avoid them, very, very importantly.